beautiful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. First carry now for Thompson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Carry here for Robinson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Minshew. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And it's second down. Play action here with Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They'll find Lindsey here. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Pat Brandon Cooks. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
It's Thompson. Fights through, and now a crease. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew.
And he'll get this underneath to Thompson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the front first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Minshew. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the corner. Bradley Roby. What a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. Spotted at the 49. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Let's give them credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting it fly, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Now, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows. Some fast
chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 32 that time. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Now it's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Gets past one man. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Another run by Lindsey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. For it. Here's Watson. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Here we go. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 33. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Minshew sets to throw to Thompson on the screen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo. And
they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flushed out right. He's letting the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, an even 90 yards, and the Texans will add on to their lead. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Minshew, 1st and 10.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew going deep for Eifert.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up.
So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Watson to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1 yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. Now Lindsey lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes there. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And out of bounds all the way down. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw it. Minshew, flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, is that it? 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They still can't get it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.